Welcome back guys. In today's video we'll be demonstrating the while loop using few examples. So let us first know what is while loop. While loop is a loop in which we are going to execute a group of statements repeatedly on the basis of a condition. So while loop is an indefinite loop. Here I want to stress again, while loop is a indefinite loop, unlike a for loop. If you have taken for loop runs for finite number of times, whereas while loop is an indefinite loop where the number of iterations will only depend upon the condition which will be satisfied depending upon various other situations. So if we go for the syntax goes on like this: while condition, and below which we are writing the group of statements which need to be iteratively executed, and then we are ending this while loop with the end statement. Okay, this conditional statement is usually a relational expression or a logical expression which results in logical 1 or logical 0. As long as it is logical 1, or I mean to say that whenever this condition is satisfied, then this group of statements, statement 1 to n, will be executed. Again it will check whether the condition is satisfied again. So if it is satisfied for the second time, the loop will run for the second time, and so on. The iterations will continue forever until the condition fails to be valid. So once the condition fails, then only we can come out of this while loop. So if the condition is a universal true statement, then this while loop will run infinitely. Okay, so let us see the while loop by means of two example programs. Let us move on to our MATLAB. So already we have seen in the last video regarding for loop. So I have found the factorial of an integer using for loop. The same program I am going to do with the help of while loop. So in this, what I am taking is, I am writing the condition as the number given by the user should always be greater than 1. And within the while loop, what I am doing, I am updating the number. So if the user has given a value 3, so let us take n is equal to 3. Now, while 3 is greater than 1, so it is valid. Now this two set of statements will be executed. I am taking the fact is equal to fact into n, which is very similar to that of in for loop. I am simply multiplying with the number. So fact is equal to 1 into 3. So fact is updated to the value 3. Now the second set of statement in the set is n is equal to n minus 1. Now I am updating the value n. So initially it was 3, now I am updating it with 2. So at the end of this set of statement, again this condition is put for test. So again it will check whether 2 is greater than 1. So 2 is greater than 1. So again these two statements will be executed. So when the line 8 is executed for the second time, n will be equal to 2 minus 1. So n will be having the last value equal to 1. Now it will again check n is greater than 1. So 1 is greater than 1, it is not so. So the loop will come to an end. Now this loop will be stopped, and then the last final statement in the line 10 will be executed. It's a simple printf statement. So if the user has given n is equal to 3, then this loop will run for 2 times. Initially when n is equal to 3, and for the second time when n is equal to 2. So this loop will run for 2 times. If he has given n is equal to 5, this loop will run for 4 times. If the user has given n is equal to 10, then this loop will run for 9 times. So I cannot definitely say that this while loop is going to run only for 5 times or 10 times or 11 times. The number of times this while loop will run will depend upon the initial value given by the user. Let us run this program. So here I have the number, I am giving it as 3. So the factorial is 6. Now let us again run this program. Now I am giving it as 5. Now the factorial is equal to 1. So the loop has run for 4 times. So let us go back to another program to explain the indefiniteness of the while loop. In this program, we have to add the numbers given by the user continuously. And we have to display the sum at the instant when a negative number is entered by the user. So we have to add the numbers continuously, indefinitely, forever, as long as the user is giving a input of positive numbers. The moment the user gives a negative number, we should stop the summation and we should display a warning that a negative number is entered. So if we look into this program, we have initiated a variable sum is equal to 0, and then we have taken another variable num whose value will be determined by the user. So user will give the value for this num. So if the user has given the first number as a positive number, let us consider as given some value 5. So num will be equal to 5. Now we have a while loop. The while loop, it is checking whether the num is a positive number or not. Num is greater than or equal to 0. So 5 is greater than or equal to 0. Now these two statements will be executed. The statement in the line 8 is nothing but summation statement, which we have seen earlier. It's nothing but updating the summation value. In the line 9, again it is asking the user to enter a new number which he want to add. So we have taken another prompt. We are using two input statements over here. One at the beginning of our program, one inside our while loop. Now here user will give another number. If the number is positive, now the num will be updated with the positive value, and then it will be checked whether it is positive or not. If it is positive, again this loop will run. In case if it is negative, the loop will break, and then we'll move on to the next lines of our program, line 11 and line 12, which are nothing but your output statement, a display statement and a printf statement. So if you run this program, so I'm entering 5. Now num is equal to 5 and the while loop has begun. Now it is asking the first iteration. It is asking whether I want to enter which number I want to add. I'm entering, let us say 1.5. Then 1.5 is greater than or equal to 0. Now it is going for the second time. Here I'm entering another number 8. So again the while loop is running. So this loop will run indefinitely as long as I'm giving only positive numbers. So even if I give a 0, still the statement is valid. The condition is valid. So while loop will continue to execute. Now if I give a negative number, now the while loop condition is not valid and the loop will break, and the other lines, the display and the printf statements will be executed. So you have entered a negative number, and then summation of numbers is displayed. So this summation nothing but 5 plus 1.5 plus 8 plus 0. So except this minus 1, all other numbers are added and the value is displayed over here. So the number of times the while loop runs will now depend upon the values given by the user. So you definitely not know for how many times this while loop is going to run. So while loop is a indefinite loop, whereas for loop is a definite. Thanks for watching this video.